That moment, right? Someone pulls out their phone, shows you a picture,
Hmm.
maybe a chaotic group shot or a serene landscape, and they just say, describe this.
Yeah, happens all the time.
And suddenly, what seemed like a simple, everyday thing becomes surprisingly difficult.
It really
Your
does.
mind races, you fumble for the right words, trying to capture exactly what you see precisely, vividly. It's tougher than it looks.
It truly is. Our brains process images instantly, yeah.
Yeah.
But articulating that visual info into a clear, concise, and accurate description.
Especially when you feel like you're on the spot.
Exactly. That's a distinct skill.
Yeah.
And it's even more challenging when you know that description is going to be evaluated.
And evaluated by something that isn't human.
Precisely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the fascinating scenario we're diving into today.
Okay.
We're taking a deep dive into Duolingo's Task 7, famously known as Speak About the Photo.
Ah, that one, yes.
This isn't just about showing off your language skills. It's about understanding how an algorithm listens, what it prioritizes, and how you can essentially speak directly to its preferences.
Right. So our mission for this deep dive, then, is to really unpack what this task demands,
Yeah.
how Duolingo's algorithm evaluates your response, and crucially, the specific sort of game-changing strategies outlined in the Duolingo Speak About the Photo Task Guide.
The guide itself.
Guide itself, yeah.
Yeah.
Strategies that can dramatically boost your score. The goal is to give you those essential insights, those nuggets of knowledge, to tackle this task with absolute confidence.
And maybe even reshape how you approach other evaluations in your life.
Could be, could definitely be.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The process for Duolingo Task 7 is, on the surface, straightforward.
Seems simple enough.
You're presented with a photograph, you hit the record button, and then you describe what you see. You get a flexible window from a minimum of 30 seconds up to, a minute and a half?
Yeah, 30 to 90 seconds to speak. But what's absolutely critical here, and something many might overlook, is that before you even start recording, Duolingo gives you a full 20 seconds.
Right, that prep time.
That prep time.
Right.
This isn't dead air, it's dedicated prep time. And the official guide strongly advises you use this window.
To organize your thoughts, structure your response.
Exactly. It's basically a non-negotiable step if you want to perform well.
So it's not just about spontaneity then.
Yeah.
There's a deliberate, strategic pause built in for planning.
Uh-huh.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Mm.
This task isn't graded by a human.
Nope.
It's graded by an algorithm.
Hmm.
How does knowing that fundamentally shift a learner's strategy compared to, say, describing a photo to a person?
Oh, it changes everything. Everything. Because an algorithm is evaluating you,
Oh.
the Duolingo Speak About the Photo Task Guide emphasizes two major points.
Okay, what are they?
Speaking at an even, consistent pace, that's one. And two, providing an organized response.
Organized. Okay.
And this isn't just like a suggestion for good communication. It's a direct instruction on how to score higher.
An organized response sounds a bit formal for just describing a picture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What does that mean in practical terms when an algorithm is the one listening?
It means adopting a clear paragraph form. Really. Think of it as a mini essay you speak out loud.
A spoken mini essay.
Yeah. You need to start with a proper topic sentence, gives a general overview of the picture.
Got it. Big picture first.
Then provide supporting details and examples, and if you have time, wrap it up with a brief conclusion. The guide is incredibly clear on this.
How clear?
It says structuring your response this way, as opposed to just, rambling about what you see.
Which is what most people might do naturally.
Right, but structuring it will increase your score dramatically.
Dramatically. That's a powerful word. And when an algorithm is involved, it often means there are specific triggers it's looking for. So it's not just checking if you're naming objects correctly. It's looking for a specific kind of structure. What kind of structure is that?
Well, the guide essentially gives you a step-by-step method. It's quite prescriptive.
Okay, lay it out.
First, you should mentally pick about 3 key things in the image to discuss.
Within that 30 to 90 second window.
Correct. This helps you focus and manage your time. But the real game changer, the thing that really seems to impress the algorithm, is being spatially aware.
Ah, spatial awareness. So this isn't just about spotting objects. It's about telling a story about where they are in relation to each other.
Yes, almost like giving a guided tour of the image.
And the algorithm actually looks for that. It recognizes spatial language.
It absolutely does. The guide explicitly instructs you to move around the picture spatially in your description.
How so? What terms?
You should use terms like, in the foreground I can see, Then in the background, I can see, and the middle area, I can see. And get this. If you consistently use these terms and describe what you see with reasonable accuracy, the guide actually promises you will be guaranteed a 7 higher score.
Wait, hang on. A 7 higher score just for using those specific spatial phrases.
That's what it says.
That's incredible. It sounds like they basically left cheat codes lying around in the guide, and we're just picking them up.
Kind of feels that way, doesn't it?
The algorithm is specifically programmed to recognize and heavily reward that structured spatial movement with language.
That's precisely it. The algorithm recognizes these movements. It's pattern recognition.
Okay, so foreground, background, middle area. What else?
Beyond that, you also need to incorporate accurate prepositions of place, like next to, beside, on top of, or between, to further define relationships between objects.
So building on the spatial framework.
Exactly. And of course, use accurate adjectives and nouns to give color and describe what you actually see. Don't just say a person.
Be more specific.
Right. Say a young woman in a red hat, or whatever fits. Detail matters.
Okay, so if we put all these pieces together into the full method, how does that paragraph form truly play out in practice? Walk us through it.
Okay, so you start with your topic sentence. That's that general overview of the entire picture.
Right, a big picture statement.
Then you transition directly into those spatial descriptions. You'd literally say, in the foreground, I can see, and then you add your detail.
Elaborating with those prepositions you mentioned.
Yes, like next to, beside, in front of, or between, followed by your noun and descriptive adjectives.
Okay, foreground first, then.
Then you smoothly shift to, in the background, I can see, applying similar descriptive language.
Same process, different area.
Correct. And finally, in the middle area, I can see, using the same principle. Describe what's there, use adjectives, maybe prepositions.
And if you have time left over.
A simple conclusory statement can be added, something like, there's a lot going on in this picture and it looks quite interesting. Or something similar. Doesn't have to be profound.
That is incredibly specific and actionable. It's like a recipe for success designed explicitly for an algorithmic grader.
It really is. And they even provide an example in the guide which helps solidify it.
Oh yeah, what's the example?
For a level 1 photo, they say, imagine a picture of 3 women on a beach.
Okay. 3 women, beach.
An example description following this method would be something like, this is a picture of 3 women standing together on a beach.
Topic sentence, check.
An older woman is in between 2 younger women, perhaps her daughters, and all 3 are looking towards a camera.
Nice detail, using in between.
Then, in the background, I can see ocean tide running onto the beach.
Spatial term, check.
It must be cold as all 3 women are wearing sweaters.
Adding a little inference based on visual clues.
Exactly. That example beautifully illustrates the topic sentence, the precise spatial awareness in between, in the background, and the use of descriptive adjectives like older, younger, and nouns like sweaters.
And it's concise, but hits every single algorithmic marker they're looking for.
Pretty much. It proves you don't need to be, Shakespeare. You just need to be strategic. Follow the formula.
This deep dive into Duolingo's Speak About the Photo task, it really highlights a powerful truth, doesn't it?
It does.
Knowing the rules of the game, especially when an algorithm is involved, is like half the battle.
At least half, yeah.
Shows the immense power of a structured, organized approach when you're faced with any open response task, particularly when your performance is being assessed by something designed to recognize specific patterns. Knowing the algorithm's preferences, like these specific spatial terms or that clear paragraph-like structure, is undeniably a game changer for your score.
It really is. It goes beyond just language proficiency. It's about strategic communication, playing the game in a way.
Right.
What's fascinating here is how these very specific Duolingo insights, they kind of reveal a universal truth, I think.
How so?
Well, whether it's a job interview, a sales pitch, a school project, or even like trying to get a social media algorithm to prioritize your content, understanding the hidden rules of evaluation, the unspoken criteria, can transform your performance.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the system you're operating within.
Exactly.
So that brings us to a final thought for you to ponder. If understanding the precise rules of an algorithmic grader, like in this Duolingo task, can so significantly improve your score, what other hidden structures or evaluation criteria might be at play in different areas of your life? And how could simply uncovering them, just figuring them out, lead to unexpected mastery?
Something to think about, definitely. How understanding the behind the scenes can really make a difference.
Something to ponder as you navigate your own daily deep dives.